Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when Raila Amolo Odinga called for the mass action, Kithure Kindiki was the first person to issue an official statement to do with the issue of the government institutions. But then, there is a statement that is haunting Kithure Kindiki as of now. And if Kithure Kindiki had issued this statement like yesterday, I don't think if he will serve in the government of William Samuel Ruto. There was a day when Kithure Kindiki was a senator, and of course he was a deputy speaker in the Senate. So one day he got removed from that position, and Kithure Kindiki issued an emotional submission explaining how strong generals, kings, and monarchs were able to be brought down by power of the people. That was Kithure Kindiki by that time. Listen to him shortly, then from there, we have several questions to ask Kithure Kindiki today as far as the issue of mass action in this country is concerned.
Mr. Speaker, history is replete with strong generals and powerful kings and monarchs who have been brought down by the power of the people. And Mr. Speaker, today I want to remind them of a man called Belshazzar, a man who God favored to be king in the book of Daniel. Instead of being grateful that God has honored you among so many millions of citizens to be their leader, he entertained a government that was so divisive, so oppressive, and he did a big party and called all the important men whose fathers and mothers were important people at that time. And the Bible says he made a feast, and he entertained them in that feast, and even went on to commit sacrilege by using the utensils that had been taken from the temple to commit and drink the drink of fornication using the vessels taken from the temple. Mr. Speaker, as they were enjoying, as they were making merry, as the deep state was celebrating, as the system was celebrating, suddenly, and I say suddenly, there is going to be a war in this country. There is going to be a writing on the wall. Many, Tekel and Parisi.
Now we are continuing with the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, you have heard it clear from Kithure Kindiki himself. In fact, he was doing his reference to the Bible in the case of Belshazzar. I think that day Kithure Kindiki was inspired to come up with such kind of wisdom when he was speaking to the government by that time. The question we are asking today, where is that wisdom as of now? Because this is a man who was entertaining impunity in the government to an extent of even celebrating it. Today, Kithure Kindiki is part of William Ruto's government. But then we have people who are crying for hunger and they are demonstrating because they don't have food to eat. Instead of Kithure Kindiki siding with these people, he's coming out to issue threat and intimidation to people who want to demonstrate just because the government has put the cost of living high. Where is Kithure Kindiki as of now? He's siding with William Ruto when he knows very well the price of fuel is very expensive. It is high. William Ruto came in and he added 1 liter by 33 shillings. Then he removed 1 shilling later. People are suffering. This is one of the reasons why people are demonstrating. So Kithure Kindiki has revealed to us that even strong generals were brought down through the power of the people. So Kenyans are feeling that they donated their power to some leaders to help them, and these leaders are doing little to sort out their problem. And therefore, from yesterday, these people are taking back their power, and now they want to exercise it directly. Ruto is not thinking about the people who don't have food in this country. He does not think about people who don't have school fees. Ruto behaves like he's not aware that we have orphans, we have widows in this country, and we have less fortunate people in this country who cannot even afford a meal, but he put the cost of living very high. The same government, Raila, is here asking serious questions about an election. Instead of providing answers, they are busy trying to instill fear and threats among Kenyans so that they cannot raise out these kind of questions. Will it work? I'm sure if this statement was issued by Kithure Kindiki like today or yesterday, he will not serve in William Ruto's government. And I think if Kithure Kindiki is a serious man, a man of reputation, he should be telling William Ruto this kind of statement as of now, not issuing threats to Kenyans. Because if it was working by that time and they believed in it, what stops him from trusting his own words today? If indeed he means what he said some time back in the Senate, on the floor of the House, then what has changed today? Or is Kithure Kindiki telling us that we don't need to trust him in any way? And if we cannot trust him, he says this and tomorrow he says a different thing. Why is he serving in the government? How can we allow him to serve us in this government? Is it possible? This message is directed to William Samuel Ruto, not even Raila Odinga. That time he was speaking to Uhuru Kenyatta. But today, the message is direct at the doorstep of William Samuel Ruto. Ofisi ya Kithure Kindiki yuko hapo kwa president hapo. Annex. Yuko hapo. So Kithure Kindiki should prepare. People are coming for mass action. They are going to picket. They are going to demonstrate. And they will even demonstrate up to your office. By the way, when people want to petition, Kithure Kindiki is saying that you should not enter any government installment to intimidate police. When people want to petition, they write their petition, they picket, they walk, they go to these offices. So how do you want these people to communicate to you so that you can sort out their problem if you don't want them to present their petition in your office? Naongea na Kithure Kindiki na watu wenye wako na mawazo kama ya Kithure Kindiki. So, yani mkuki kwa nguruwe ni sawa, lakini kwa binadamu ni uchungu. This is where we are now. So your own words is going to haunt you as you serve in that position. And the position that Kithure Kindiki is holding to this in this country, it is a very sensitive docket. And there is also another message here. If he can celebrate any intimidation Matiang'i has gone through, he should be preparing. His time is coming. Aanze kuweka, aanze kutia kichwa chake maji. Atanyolewa tu hivyo hivyo. If he's the right man, then he should not side with anyone who is going in that direction. And anyone who wants to use him to intimidate Kenyans, he must stand up with his own words and tell these people no. So we are seeing a Kithure Kindiki who is supporting impunity, but some time back he was against the same impunity. There's no way we can trust such a person. We are talking about hiring of the new IBC commissioners. How do you allow one player in the game to single-handedly hire another 7 Chebukatis to watch another election without involving the other players. Lazima waulize watu wa Azimio, because we have only 2 coalitions in this country, Azimio and Kenya Kwanza. If Kenya Kwanza has a chance and their hand is deep there in this issue of appointing new commissioners, then let Azimio come with 3 names, you come with 4 names, or 3, then mwingine kwa katikati hivyo. One person is doing this. Tell me what will happen in 2027 if Ruto is going to single-handedly hire these commissioners. Who will trust that commission? Are you not encouraging what happened in 2007 to repeat itself in 2027? Or what can we say? Kithure Kindiki is helping these people to breed anarchy. And indeed, if people will suffer in this country, it will be very easy for anyone to refer to Kithure Kindiki as anarchist. That possibility can be there. So he should understand where he has come from, where he's heading to, and what he has gone through before thinking of anything. Because this is the person, if there will be issue of tear gassing people, who will be ordering that thing. Atakuwa ni yeye. So he's sitting on a hot seat, which need wisdom and knowledge, and if possible, then you also pray from God to help you. If that was the God who was helping him to issue this kind of statement, then let that same God help him to serve Kenyans diligently, but not with impunity, not with the threats, as we go forward. So it is time for revolution. Because these people refuse to listen, they have called for mass action. It will take place. We are going to picket. And of course, when you talk about power that has brought big and huge people down, that power, it is people's power. And now people's power is in the revolution. So revolution will finish these people because they have refused to listen. And again, they are well aware their own word is coming to haunt them again. So Kithure Kindiki will be haunted by his own statement. Because in 2019, in 2020, revolution was the message from William Ruto and the Kithure Kindiki side. That's what they were talking about. It was all about revolution. But now, 2022, 2023, they don't want anything to do with the revolution. Sini waongo. So Kithure Kindiki today, if indeed he cannot stand with his own words, he must resign and go.